I don't even know where I'm looking right now. But every time I make a video, I have a really terribly made bed behind me. Well, it's not even made. It's just, there is shit everywhere. So again, I apologize. But yeah, no, I'm making this little vlog because I had a friend actually give me this idea of making a since coming out video. So how I'm finding life since I've come out as bisexual. And it's silly that I even have to come out to the world or say that I'm this or that, but you know, I understand why people do it. Like, I needed to do it for myself, and also, yeah, it was kind of liberating. It was freeing, like telling people who I am and explaining to people why I'm the way that I am. But I just think that in society, if we could just be ourselves, no matter who we love, no matter how we dress, like, it would solve a lot of problems. But anyway, let's talk about it. So I put a video on YouTube, which was my coming out video. And at the time, I just was really impulsive and I just put it up there. I didn't think of the reactions that were going to take place afterwards. People were so kind and lovely and supportive and just empathetic and caring, and that was the side of it that was just, that reassured me that I made the right decision to come out and to talk about it and to tell my story. Because of those reactions, you know, I was actually blown away by people's reactions, and I'm going to burp. No, I'm good. It's a shame I haven't got a good editing software because I could edit that out, but I don't. Yeah, so I had really kind reactions and people were super amazing, and I had some people message me just with really kind words and whatnot afterwards. That was amazing. And for the most part, that has been the reaction, so I'm very lucky. But then there's also this other side of coming out that, to be honest, people don't really talk about in the Western world as much, because it's not fun. Like, it's not exciting, it's not fun, it's not a positive experience. It's the looks, it's the glares, it's the everyone talking about you behind your back, it's the rumors that go around and whatnot. And that's the side I kind of want to talk about today, because I experienced that a little bit since coming out. And when I came out as bi, I had like, my hair was up to here, I looked pretty straight, so there was no issue really. But once I cut my hair and I started dressing a bit more tomboy and more like this, people talk about you, people stare at you, and I found that quite interesting, because I just thought in Sydney of all places, like, it wasn't a place like that. Like, I would have thought maybe like in Africa or like, but not Sydney. Like, I kind of was a bit shocked about that, and it's the area that I grew up in, like it's the place that I grew up, so experiencing that kind of discrimination and boys yelling out, kiss her and stuff like that, like, can I have a threesome, like, just, you know, it's pretty confronting, and it's quite, for someone like me, like, I'm not the kind of person that just, it doesn't affect me. Like, it affects me, I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, it does. It doesn't just wash over my head. Like, I'm like, wow, screw you, man. Like, I want to punch you in the face, but I won't. I won't, but that's how I feel when people say things like that. I find it extremely disrespectful. And, you know, if I'm dating a woman, I'm not doing it for some guy's fetish. Like, I'm not doing it because it's sexy for some guy's wet dream. Like, I'm doing it because I'm really into her. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it because that's how I feel. And it's not for you to be watching me kiss my girlfriend or whatnot, okay? So, you know, I found that extremely hard. I really should have had like a piece of paper that had points on it that I can actually just keep going down, but this is off the top of my head right now. So yeah, it was that. And then also, just because I dress like this, people assume that I'm a lesbian, or they assume that I'm 100% into women. And obviously I look that way. I get that, but that stuttering Stanley. Yeah, no, I get that I look that way, but the fact is, I don't know where in society we had this label where someone that has short hair is automatically a lesbian, or someone that has long hair is automatically straight. Like, it must be in television, it must be in our magazines, it must be in society that we stick these labels to people depending on what they look like. And now we're having all this confusion in our society and pressure on, teenagers that doesn't need to be there, because, people can't just let people be or respect them as a human being. Like, if there's a kid in school and they're slightly different, you shouldn't be pressuring them to decide who they are, and that's the same if you're an adult. And often I think, when you're in your 20s and your 30s, people put this pressure on you. Well, time seeking, like, you need to decide what you're doing here. Like, we're all on a different path, we're all on a different journey, and, some people take a long time to work out who they are. Some people get to 80 and they still don't know who they are. Like, so I don't know why we put this pressure on LGBT people to decide, which label they're going to stick to, And it's usually to satisfy some straight guy. Like, no offense to straight men, but often they want to know, like, well, are you into men or are you into women? And it's like, well, buddy, like, I'm myself. Like, if you really need to know, I'm bi. Like, I can fall for a man, I can fall for a woman. Even though I look like this, like, I look like a little boy. But even though I do, like, there's still a possibility there. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I'm talking a lot of shit, but yeah, it just seems pretty obvious to me, and pretty, people should just be who they want to be, and you should support them as a human being. Yeah, everyone's different, and some people know that they're 100% straight their whole life, and some people don't. So, and that's okay too. And you can be, if it makes you feel better, then you can pick a label. But then at the same time, if you don't want to pick a label, you don't have to either. You can just be yourself and love who you want to love. And that's the advice I give to the world and to myself, to be honest. So I'm going to chill out now, and yeah, that's something that has been bugging me for a while, and something that I've learned in the process of coming out. So yeah, I don't even know if any of this made sense, but it was cathartic for me. So there you go. Peace out, world.